Welcome back to the third video in the first module. Already we're looking at how we can absorb information and then how we can use it. What we can make things mean and what we choose to make things mean is going to be really important. And in this video I want to talk to you about responsibility, which is the overall coverage of this module, responsibility. What can we take responsibility for? And how can we? For me, the biggest thing for me was learning how to take responsibility, not just for my actions, but for my language. Once I took responsibility for my language, that was the biggest thing for me. And everybody's going to be different, but for me, the biggest thing for me was language. I used to swear a lot. I still swear. I used to swear a lot, but that was my way of communicating with swearing, because that's what I grew up around people. That's all they did. And I did what I had to do then to survive. The unfortunate thing for me was that 7, 8, 10-year-old Luke was still living in the 33-year-old Luke, still dictating the 33-year-old Luke to do the thing that he needed to do. So my communication came out that way. To a degree, I still got my message across, but it wasn't in a powerful way. So what I suggest is that understanding what you say, and it's not about swearing or not swearing. If you swear, swear. If you don't, it doesn't matter. It's more about how you take responsibility for the language that's coming out of your mouth. So if you're talking in a negative way, you're going to be received in a negative way. You're going to be looked upon in a negative way. One biggest thing that sort of stood out in my career as a softballer and as a person in general, I am a very good softball coach, I understand my role. I work on hitting and pitching. That's my two biggest things, and I'm really, really good at it. I get asked to help out different people in different places all the time to give what they are missing, to fill the gaps for them. The problem is that one time I swore too much. I swore in a situation that I shouldn't have, and I didn't take responsibility for that. I decided to fight the system. The system won in the end. The system ended up having to change because of me. That's the positive that we can take out of it, but the negative is I wasn't taking responsibility for my actions and my thoughts, my language. So I dropped an F-bomb at a trials in an under 17 girls trial for a Victorian team, which is state level, and everything unfolded the way it did. I lost my job because I chose to fight it instead of taking responsibility for it. And when I chose to take responsibility for it, I was able to step back and say, hey, is this really what I want to be? Do I want to be known for this? I'm better than that. I mean, as soon as I took responsibility for that, everything changed for me. My friends changed, my family changed, my life in general changed, because I wasn't allowing the negative behavior, the negative feelings to come out. And even more so, what changed even more so was the language I used externally, which is the obvious bit, but even more so internally. The internal language I used inside my head changed dramatically. So therefore, like we were talking about on the first video, Map is Not Territory, what was changing was my deletion, distort, and generalizations of things changed because my values changed. I started to value me more. I started to value others more. I started to value the extent of what I could give more. And so the story changed. So then my internal representation of everything changed, the meaning changed, then the state changed, the feeling changed. So then my body language changed, and then my behavior changed. And it really happened just like that, in that way. If I was to break it down for you again, it would be the exact same way. But thinking about it now, that's the way it all sort of unfolded for me, was that change. And that's how I used the stuff I was learning, was I changed what I was deleting, distorting, and generalized because of my values changed. I chose to value something different, something more than me, greater than me. Because what's greater than me is my intentions. What were my intentions? Nothing's greater than each individual, but our intentions are always going to be pure based on our experiences of life. So there's a positive intention behind every behavior, every single time, based on the person's experiences and values and beliefs. So I chose to look at the intention. What was the intention of what I was trying to do? I was trying to get these kids to be more accountable for what they were doing and take responsibility. Funny enough, I wasn't. Can you see how this is all unfolding now? I wasn't taking responsibility, but I expected these kids to take responsibility, 13, 14, 15, 16-year-old. Are you for real? That can't happen, Luke. I actually said that to myself out loud and my wife laughed at me. What are you talking about now? That can't happen. I've got to take responsibility first. So I did. My coaching changed dramatically after that. I don't do as much coaching as I would like to anymore in terms of softball, but my one-on-one coaching and my group coaching has changed dramatically. The way I interact with people, I'm not just coaching anymore, this is me now. What you get on these videos is solely me. This isn't coaching, I'm going to teach you this product, this model, and then you're going to go use it and what have you. You're getting my understanding of the model. You're getting me. Because my intention is to give you me. Give you as much of me as I can. So then my intention and my values and beliefs have to change. Once that changed, everything changed. Because my internal meaning that I gave everything changed. I have something to offer greater than the bullshit that I was doing before. And if I just change the way I say it, then things change. So I did. Then my state, my feeling changed. Everything changed in the feeling. You know how good I feel now? Sleeping in is an option for me. I've got to get up and learn. I've got to get up and learn so I can give more value. So then once that feeling changed, the body language changed. And for those of you who do know me, would see that in my body language right now. I'm not up in your face, to a degree I am, because I'm hoping that you get this. I'm really trying to drill it home. But ultimately, it's in a positive way, it's not in a negative way like it used to be. It used to be my way to highway. Now I take responsibility for that. The body language changes because I'm here to give it, I'm here to serve you in the way you need it. And I hope that you're getting it. And I trust that if you're not, you're saying that on Facebook. Hey, look, you kind of missed the mark on that. Give it to me. I'm all cool with the feedback because I want to take it to the next level too. So from there, once my body language changed, my behavior changed. And this big circle happened. Now, I'm on the road of who I need to be. Will I get there? No, I will never get there. And I'm cool with that because each time I go to get there and I think that I'm there, the next standard comes in, the next benchmark, the next level comes in, and the next level of learning, the next level of thinking changes. Everything changes and I'm giving more. And that's where I want to be. So taking responsibility for your language will change the way you do things forever. Taking responsibility for your role and part in things, in situations, in conversations will change everything forever. It can't always be somebody else's problem. Nobody can make you anything. Nobody can. Based on the map of the territory, nobody can make you anything. You have to make it mean something for you to make it mean whatever it means. And then you externalize it, make it somebody else's problem. You make it somebody else's problem. Every time you say, they made me, they always do this to me, they always whatever, fill in the blank. You did it to you. You're living your life. You're accepting and rejecting the information that's coming on all the time. And you can choose to say, hey, that's not the way I want it to be. I want it to be this way. Or you could choose to allow it to continually just pound you with a negative, and you're pounding you with a negative. I hope you're realizing that now. You're doing this to you. Nobody else is doing it to anybody. You're doing it to you. You're making it mean whatever it is. And when we understand that everyone's got stuff that they're dealing with, they're talking from that stuff. Their whole byproduct of everything that they're doing is that stuff. The behavior is the stuff. Their physiology is the stuff. Their state is the stuff. The meaning is the stuff. The stuff that we're all dealing with all the time. Taking responsibility for somebody else's stuff isn't cool. And that's what we do when we say, they made me. Take responsibility for your stuff. and the way you project it. That's the end of that video, third video in this module. I trust that you got so much out of that, and I really love the fact that you are more than likely trying this on and now you're getting something. You're really understanding how this is all going to unfold for you. That leadership is first looking after you first, core first, before I can give. I love that. And that was one big key for me too. Throughout the whole series, my whole life, understanding that changed everything. So taking responsibility for your role in everything, your language, your body, your feeling, everything is the key to all great leadership. All great leaders have it. So I'll see you in the next video.